push the strike some more, okay? In my opinion, this is the best route for us to go. And usually I just talk off the top of my head, but this info from the website I'm going to put in the sidebar I feel is pretty straight up, so I'm just going to read it. Individually, we find that we are powerless against corporate media or big oil or Washington. Our choices are limited, our effectiveness diminished. This is not by accident. Unions, social gatherings, clubs that all flourished before the 1960s have all been destroyed by those who find you and me to be a threat. Without direct action, Republican democracy is truly disempowering. Our only means of influence are to beg the very serious and important intermediary, the congressman, the governor, the president, to do something on our behalf. We all know how well that has worked out. Today people will tell you that protests are ineffective, and they are. Big real change does not come from the ballot box. Great social change like the 8-hour workday, child labor laws, a woman's right to vote, civil rights, etc., all came about through blood, sweat, and great effort. The establishment wants us to focus all of our energy on elections because elections are the controlled space whereby popular ferment can be contained by rules, regulations, etc. But there are many different methods of direct action, i.e. taking matters into our own hands, that can wield a tremendous amount of power. The only effective action left to take now in order to stop the gears and levers of this lemming-like perpetual motion machine of destruction is to do nothing. That's right, to do nothing, to go on strike. It is the one thing to endure abuses and to carry on in spite of them. It is quite another thing to carry on to the point of abetting the abuse. We need to move the discussion of our nation's health to the emergency room. We need to tell the doctors of the body politic that the treatment isn't working, and that until it changes radically and for the better, neither are we. It does not matter if we vote Democrat, Republican, or Independent. We have seen Congress change power 3 times since 2000. Each time we were promised that the ways of old were over. We were told that the new party in power would return the power to the people and get rid of the status quo in Washington, D.C. We were promised solutions to the healthcare crisis, Social Security crisis, taxation, inflation, and deficit. In fact, these were the same problems we spoke about in the 1960s. Still not fixed. Why? Because the special interest lobbyists and corporations have a stranglehold on our career politicians. The special interest lobbyists and corporations do not care which party is in power, because there are enough career politicians in both parties willing to take their money in perks and look the other way. Taking the day off, not buying anything, that part is easy. What's the hard part? Spreading the word, getting the message out, and reminding the people that they have the power to shut it down. Yet what you need is not marches, demonstrations, rallies, or wide associations. All of them are important, but what you need is direct action. The sooner people understand that the sooner we'll begin to change things. General strikes shut down the normal operations of a city, state, or nation for a period of time. These strikes aim to force action on a single issue or broader set of concerns. The general strike is a nation's call to action from citizens to other citizens. It is not about a single issue. It is not an anti-war protest, a gas price protest, a civil rights protest, an election fraud protest. It is not about torture, surveillance, corporate media, or the environment. In my opinion, a general strike is the only way to handle the problems that we have in the United States today. The normal measures that we would take to try to fight something like this are useless. Congress is bought and paid for. Writing your congressman, protesting in cities separately, bills, voting, all this stuff is moot to them. The only way that we're going to stop this is by shutting it down. Okay? And most people are going to say to themselves they can't take off work for this reason or that reason. Well, I'm here to tell you right now, if you don't do it, if we don't do this on November 2nd to the 5th, this is our last chance, folks, okay? This is our last chance to show them that we are not going to stand for it. And we have to make that sacrifice, even if it means losing your job. Okay? We have to think about reminding these people that we have power. We have to show them our power. And the only way that I can see to do that is for us to strike. Okay? So take those 3 days off, no matter what. Don't go to work. And spread this message. Peace.